Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to be working on the A major scale. So I'm going to set an A drone, and then we're going to play the A major scale over that drone and start connecting the rest of the scale, the chord shapes and everything. Let's get to it. It's already on that one. Okay. Is that on that one? It is. Okay. Let's make sure this is in tune. Am I gonna set a drone? Should I set a drone or should I just play? Back to A major. Okay. A major. No, that's not it either. appreciate you, man. Thank you. Hopefully everyone's having a beautiful morning. Although, yeah, it's still morning. This is my A major scale practice. Afternoon, yeah. For me, it's 10:41. You're bussing? What does that mean? I hope you're doing good. Oh, you're excited. I got you. What are you excited for, my friend? What are you excited for? Crush likes you back. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, my friend. I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing all right. I'm doing. And he's Russian. Well, that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Hopefully you have a beautiful day, Holly. Hopefully you have a beautiful day. Thank you. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate you, man. messed it up a bit. That's it. Maybe I'll just stop for a second. Thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate you. I accidentally switched keys at some point, so I thought I was practicing A major, but then I wasn't. I was practicing some other key completely. Oh well. That happens sometimes, right? Oh, man. Let's see here. My T quotes of the day. Never regret your mistakes. Admire the courage it took to attempt the unknown. And compassion is your greatest strength. Those are today's quotes. Hi there, friend. I can't read what you said, but hello there. I can't read what you said, but hello. Man. Alright. Let's keep on practicing. That can't be. Okay. I am practicing the wrong scale again. Hold on. Why am I practicing the wrong scale? If I was in G major, it would start here. So if I'm in A major, it would start here. This is the A. G. Oh, that's not the A, that's the B. No wonder. I was practicing the B major scale. Oh. Okay, that's why once you start doing other keys, things start getting really confusing. Alright, A majors. Okay, A majors. Here we go. Jersey. How you doing this morning? I appreciate you listening in. Glad to hear you're doing good. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. appreciate you. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. I wish I could go outside right now. I really wish I could. I wish it wasn't freezing cold and raining in Ohio. Oh well. I need some fresh air, man. I feel like my lungs are collapsing in this garage. H. I'll call you Joseph because that's what I can read. So, hello there. I'm sorry, I don't know that song. Separate these more. People are gonna think I'm talking to the wrong camera, whatever. It's really better. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate you if you're still there. With the emojis as your name. I'm sorry, I can't read that, man. Let's see here. Something about a winky face. I don't know what they're saying. Despacito. I don't know Despacito. I'm practicing scales right now. Practicing scales. Scales and keys. Scales and keys. Hey Tiff, how you doing? I started playing all these other keys, right? Like now I'm sort of able to play all of the 12 keys for the most part. And they sound almost exactly the same. It's kind of funny. I can't play them as well, but they sound exactly the same. Another comment that I can't read. I'll translate it later, bro. I'll translate it later. I don't like the winky faces, though. The winky faces make me feel like you're saying something rude. Hey, Jose Frase, how are you, man? Is he winking? He's definitely winking. Alright, let's see. We're gonna see what this guy's saying later. I feel like he's being a D-bag for some reason. Hopefully you're having a good day at work, my friend. Hopefully you're having a good day at work. Hey there, Jerzier. All's good, all's well. I'm just doing scale practice. Hey, Starry Mary. Hopefully you're having a beautiful morning. Hopefully you're having a beautiful... Well, it's afternoon now. Well, actually, I don't even know where you are, but it's almost 12 o'clock now. Ah, you're in South Africa. Well, hopefully you're having a beautiful evening, my friend. Hopefully you're having a beautiful evening. You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey there, baby blue. How you doing? I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine. I'm wishing I could go outside. I'm also wishing I didn't feel like weak, exhausted human. I don't know what else to call myself right now. I feel like a weak, exhausted human. I sleep and my eyes look like I haven't slept, and it kind of looks like I'm on drugs, to be honest. I don't know. To me, it looks like I'm on drugs, because this is what I used to look like when I was on drugs. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Oh well. It's probably a lesson I'm learning or something. Some godly, earthly lesson that I'm learning. Yeah, I don't want to wish anything, you know. There's something beautiful about winter. There's something beautiful about cold weather. But yeah, I want to be outside right now. I would love to be outside. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I hope so too. You're on the porch? Yeah. I would like to go outside right now, and I know most people probably could, but I have like really awful, like, um, temperature, like bodily temperature control. Like, you know, I'm a really cold person. In summer, I wear exactly what I'm wearing now, essentially. I'll wear my hat, I'll wear long pants, I'll wear a long shirt. I go to sleep in clothes because I'm freezing cold. So I have blankets and I wear clothes because I'm freezing cold. Yeah, I don't really have good temperature control. It's pretty awful, actually. It's pretty terrible. But hey, you got what you got. I wasn't born in. It would be nice if I was born in like a really cold. You know, I think there are some areas where like they let their babies nap out in the cold in their little outdoor cribs. They have like outdoor cribs, which sounds crazy, but you know, those are the people that can basically be completely naked in the winter and have no problems. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Although they probably can't take the heat. They probably can't take the heat. But what do I know? A blanket hoodie. Yeah. I could bundle up, but I just start getting, yeah. It just needs to be a good temperature. It needs to be a good temperature. It needs to be a good temperature. I can't be out there for long, and I want to live stream, and I want to play my guitar, and I can't be out there for hours. I can only be out there for a little bit at a time, like 20 minutes or so. Yeah, I go out. I can't go out on the live stream. There's no point in moving the cameras just to go out there for 5 minutes. Hey there, Christy. How you doing today? Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. A beautiful morning, evening, whatever it is for you. I don't know. but hopefully it's beautiful, whatever it is for you. It's okay. Well, I hope it starts to be amazing. I hope it starts to be amazing. Oh, well, no, I go outside. I mean, I'll go out and stand outside, you know. I'll go outside for a few minutes, but no, I mean, I wanna go outside, and I want to set up outside, and I want to sit there outside in the woods for 2 or 3 hours. So I can breathe the fresh air and take in the birds, the bees, and the trees. When I visited New York in the autumn, it was so cold, you sang through it. And when you weren't singing, you were crying. That's one way to get through it, right? You gotta find some way to get through it. You gotta get some way through it. You're so relaxed. I try to be, you know. Try to be. Trust me, sometimes I'm not very relaxed. Even if I appear relaxed, that's just because I've learned to make my body relax through whatever anxiety and stress I'm experiencing inside. You carry a drum around and can't play in the cold yet. Yeah, I mean, like, it's just like, if my hands get cold, and it's like the movements will slow down, and then the strings get cold, and then my fingers hurt a lot more, so it's just not fun to play guitar out in the cold. Maybe if I had like a nylon string guitar, it'd be easier, but then, I don't know, maybe not. You love it. Awesome. Gotta love it, right? Gotta love it. Well, there's some people in here that weren't when I read the T quotes at first, so I'll read these T quotes again. For whoever's in here. Never regret your mistakes. Admire the courage it took to attempt the unknown. And compassion is your greatest strength. Hello there, X01XY. Hopefully you're doing well. From Yogi? Oh yeah, from Yogi. It's one of the only teas that I drink. Although I'll drink any organic tea. It's just the one I drink mainly. Have a few in your collection. That is my whole collection right now. I used to have some other teas, but not right now. What do I play usually? That's a good question. I don't usually play a genre, and I don't usually play any songs. Although people tend to call what I play some sort of genre. It's been called ambient. It's been called, Midwest emo, someone has called it. Maybe it's been called other things. People call them arrangements sometimes, even though I didn't really arrange anything. Sometimes people call it terrible. If you ask me what I'm doing scale practice. If you ask me what I'm doing scale practice. Which guitar brand do I like the most? I don't really like... Yeah, Midwest emo. I guess Midwest emo uses a lot of partial voicings and open strings, making noise. Tiff, you know, isn't that what music is? Like I after like now whenever I hear someone play guitar, whenever I hear music, all I hear is a bunch of racket. I just hear like maybe it's a little more put together than that, but all I hear when I hear music is just a bunch of clacking and ringing. That's all I hear when I listen to music now. Some of it's better than others, but man, especially like Marcin, what's his name? I forgot what his last name is. I really like the guy, but like when he plays, I hate this sound he makes when he taps his guitar. It buzzes every time he does it. He's good. He's so good. He's so good. But I hate this sound. I hate this tappy sound. Oh god, I hate it so much. It's so annoying. Terrible, never. Sometimes it's terrible. Sometimes it's terrible. My laugh is cute. Thank you. Bluegrass is a lot of open strings. Yeah, bluegrass definitely is a lot of open strings. That's for sure. I think, doesn't bluegrass usually stay close to the top though? I think Midwest emo is Midwest emo because it chooses strings that allow you to move down further. I don't know if that's Midwest emo anyways. That's just what I would be playing when someone told me I was playing Midwest emo. You love that sound? I hate it. I like it the way he does it because he does it so fast that it just sounds like a drum or like a hi-hat or something. But man, I hate that sound. Which is why I hate most people that tap. Because it's just, God, it's terrible. I'd like to learn tapping because it's fun. Because, like, I mean, especially, like, because you could do, like, I don't know. You play a chord. And also then you can kind of play over that chord. Something like that. It's fun to do taps. It's fun to do taps. I'm not that good at it, but you know, it's fun to do them. I look like your 18-year-old brother. Interesting. Thank you. I'd like to be 18 again. That would be great. I wish I was 18. I didn't feel like garbage when I was 18. It's safer. Well, actually, yeah, I was doing drugs though. Well, I had just stopped doing drugs when I was 18, so it was still not a great time, but it was better than right now. It's safer there. It's safer where? Oh, the open strings, definitely. Open strings are much safer. They're much safer there, that's for sure. They're much safer there. I listen to James. I'd listen to that guy. Yeah, he's good at tapping. He's good at tapping. And he's good at, I don't know how he does like harmonics, like, with his, he goes, he's really good at that. He sits there and he goes, and the harmonics. He just does. I don't know how he does that. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I can't do that. He's really good at that. He's really good at that, yeah. No, they're not two guitars. He has a guitar and a bass. That is not two guitars. What gets better with age? I missed it. 40s are nothing like 30s. What do you mean? What aspect? Carnivore. What's a carnivore? Does that mean you eat meat? Is that what a carnivore is? Or is that an omnivore? I don't remember. Carnivore. Wait, carnivore. Carnivorous. Doesn't that mean you eat your own species? No, I could be wrong. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember those terms. Hey there, Bailey. Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome back, Jase Ferrace. Okay, it is meat. Okay, that's what I thought. That was my initial thought. Carnivore meat eaters, but then I questioned myself. Falling apart, aging. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. My aging process was sped up because of all the drugs that I did when I was younger, and then I was put on a bunch of drugs by society because they told me I was crazy, and that made me even worse. That really messed up my health really bad. Arguably worse so than the drugs that I put in myself, but you know, whatever. I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm always chill. I'm not always chill. I'm definitely not always chill. Hey, try to play better. You got this. What do you mean, bro? Not sure what you're talking about, bro. I don't even think I played anything while you were in here. Besides tapping real quick. I did a lot of drugs between the age of 16 and 17. Uh, 15 and 17. And then from the age of 18 to 24, I was put on a bunch of drugs by doctors. Like a massive doses that I don't even want to talk about. It just kind of makes me sick. And it destroyed a lot of my body. But hey, that's life, right? It's life. Had your daughter at 26 and it saved you. Well, that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. You were also put on a bunch of drugs? Yeah, no fun, man. No fun. They put me on a bunch of maximum doses of a bunch of different meds. And then I walked around like an aimless zombie for years. I basically just did what everyone told me to do because I had no like free will of myself anymore. It was like I worked a job because my parents wanted me to work a job. I changed jobs essentially for the same reason, because the girl I was talking to wanted me to do this other job. And then I did the other job, and then I moved in with her, and then it was a terrible relationship. Then we broke up, and then I got off all the meds, and now I'm here. I'm here, and I'm weak and suffering because of all of the friggin' meds that I was put on, all the drugs they put me on. But hey, you know, I'm probably detoxing. From what I know, it can take like 2, 3, 4 years to detox all of, well, as much of the damage that your body takes from the drugs that you're on. So I'm probably detoxing, but yeah, drugs suck, man. Drugs suck. You're my best fan. You know how many people have said that? You know how many people have told me they're my biggest fan, they're my best fan. You can be. Who am I to judge? If you think you are, then you are, man. Then you are. What do I know? I appreciate all of you anyhow. Well, brother, all I eat is meat, so I'm still weak as hell. How did I get into guitar playing? I got into guitar playing because as I was getting off the drugs, I started to lose my shit because of withdrawals and a bunch of stuff and a bunch of things in my mind. You know, like I said, I was walking around like a zombie, so like it's almost like 6 years of my life disappeared just out of thin air. About like 18, 19, 20, 22, yeah, about 6 years of my life feel like they just kind of disappeared in thin air. Just, whoosh, they're gone. So when I got off of all those meds that I was on, all I could do was think about everything that happened in my life before that. And anything that happened 6 years ago doesn't matter anymore. Like 6, 7, 8, 9. That stuff is gone, you know. So yeah, I started playing guitar because I can't do the job. I was a welder for the last like 4 years. I was a welder, and I actually really liked the job. But as I got off all the meds, I lost a bunch of weight. I started spasming in my muscles. I couldn't weld properly anymore. I couldn't grind anything. I started hurting myself. I started burning myself. I started cutting myself. And it was dangerous for me to be at work because I was so weak. So I had to stop working. And now I don't even know what job to do. So I play guitar until... I was trying to heal so I could go back to work. But I don't think I'll be able to. So now I don't know. No, I don't know. I'm just playing guitar to figure out the next step of my life. You write cover music. It's helpful to me with stress. Yeah. I write lyrics too. Usually about nature and my thoughts and emotions and love and stuff like that. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. Yeah, music is a powerful thing. If I didn't have music, I would be a grouch. I'd be an angry MF. I'll tell you that much. I'd be one angry person right now. Sometimes I still get angry. But I'd probably be really depressed, and hell, I might even be doing drugs for all I know. Not that would fix anything, but I'm kind of sitting here with nothing to do, so it's easy to go towards drugs when there's nothing to do. But instead of drugs, I grabbed music. I grabbed the guitar, and it keeps me occupied, keeps me in a good state of mind. Stay hard. Stay hard. Stay hard. What does that mean? Are you okay, mate? It's possible that you can help. I'm doing fine. I don't know what help you can offer me, but you can offer if you'd like. Did I teach myself? Yeah, I did teach myself. When I was younger, I took lessons when I was a kid. When I was 16, after like my first like overdose on Xanax, my parents bought me a guitar and got me lessons, and I learned how to play just simple major and minor bar chords. I didn't learn much. I just learned some simple stuff and like the pentatonic scale. And then I didn't touch the guitar until about a year ago now. And then I've taught myself everything so far. Taught myself everything, because I don't know. One of the reasons I like music is because it allows me to express myself and express my own interpretations of things. And I learned very quickly that if you learn a song, 99% of the time when someone says they learned a song, they learn somebody else's interpretation of a fractured moment in a song, and they call it learning the song. It's like they take the simplest chord progression that you could possibly play, and then they sing the song over that, and they're like, yeah, I learned the song. And I'm like, yeah, no, you really didn't. You learned someone else's interpretation, and that's okay, you know. But I don't want to do that. I think you know, it takes the fun, it takes the soul away from it. It's like I can soullessly play somebody else's version of a song, or I can learn the guitar so well that I can make my own version of it. So that's what I'm doing. It's a harder path, but it's a more rewarding path. Thank you for the hand claps. Thank you for the hand claps. I appreciate it. You think learning the song is also a good thing? Learning a song is a good thing. Learning a song is a good thing. But, you know, the thing about, like, me learning someone else's song, if I were to learn it, it would be to extend my awareness of how chords can move together. I wouldn't actually play it for anybody. Like, I wouldn't be proud of it. I wouldn't be like, here, look what I can play, because I didn't do it. Somebody else did it. And I'm just recreating it. So, yeah, I don't like learning things from other people. Not because I don't find value in it, but because my soul is not fulfilled by it. It's just not fulfilled. It's like, cool, I can play this now, but it's like, I don't know how you put this together. I don't know how this works. I don't know why this works. It's like, if I don't know how it came together, if I don't know why it came together, if I don't know why it works, then it's useless to me. It just is. It just is. It's not fulfilling. If I can't use it elsewhere, then, you know. I assume you like that song, yeah? I bet you like that song. That's a good song. It's a good song. Hello there, Alejandro. Hello there. Hopefully you're doing well. Hey there, Skate Guitar Gardening. Hopefully you're doing well. Hello there, Alex. Hopefully you're doing well. Maybe I'll do some scale practice while I sit here and talk to you guys. I gotta set a drone though. Let's see here. Oops. Nope, not that. That's an old drone, isn't it? An A drone. I'm doing the A major scale. Some classic rock stuff. I do scale practices. As of right now, I do scale practices in a bunch of different ways. If you've never played with a drone, I suggest you try it out. If you want to know what major sounds like, then this is the way to do it. If you want to know what major and Dorian and Phygrian and Lydian and minor and all those, if you really want to know what they sound like, play over a drone. Play over a drone. talking, bring me the horizon. Is that a song? I don't really know any songs right now. Like, I just got finished talking about. I don't want to learn songs from tabs. I will know a song when I make my own full interpretation of a song. Which is not easy. Because I don't even have the skill to make my full interpretation of it yet. My ear hears things that I don't know how to play yet. But I get closer every day. I get closer every day. I don't think a lot of people think this, but like, if you want to get better at chords, learn your scales. I don't know if there's anyone that plays guitar in here, but learn your scales. That'll make chords really easy. Scales don't sound as musical as mine. Well, mine didn't always sound like this. That's for darn sure. Let it sound bad, man. Like, if you need to play your scale like this, like, you can just play it. You don't need to do anything that I'm doing. You can just change the speed a little bit. Like, ramp up and down how fast you're playing the scale. Like, you know, like, that's why I don't like to use a metronome. Because a metronome kind of locks you into a certain thing. But I like to, like, play in waves of speed. Like, I like to do, like sway the timing, you know? It makes it really, like, meditative. So you don't even need to do anything. So just run it up and down and just, like, slowly ramp it up and down. Like, that's like the start of how I make it musical. That's how yours sounds. You ever do triad scales? I I'm not 100% sure what you mean by triads scales. Maybe you mean, I don't know if this is what you mean, but when I run triads, I do something like this. This is an inversion of a triad, by the way. This is a 5-3-1. No, 5-1-3. 5-1-3 inversion. Major, major, minor. Is this another minor? Yeah, that is another minor, right? And then I kind of just run this triad. That's just me running a scale with triads. I don't know if that's what you mean by triad scales, but then you can do that with any triad, right? You can do that with so what is it? This is a 1-3-5 inversion. Sort of like that. In the same neck position. I mean, yeah, you can do it like that too. You can do like the arpeggios. But I can't transpose that yet. I haven't transposed arpeggios yet. You should definitely try it. You should definitely try it. But I gotta stick with the scale first. I'm slowly transposing everything across keys. It takes a long time to do it properly. It takes a long time to do it properly. And then if you're still here, you can also, like, I don't know, it's like you change the speed that you're ramping up the scale in, but you can also like start repeating things like just random stuff like that, you know? Chord inversions. Yeah, I mean, I understand inversions best through arpeggios. Here we go. Let's start this. I have to do it in G major. Like this is, and all the inversions are technically the same. They're technically the same. It's technically all the same thing, right? Because it's just the same sort of stack of numbers repeating. It just happens differently on the neck. But like, there's 3 inversions of like a triad, right? There's 3 inversions of a chord, sort of. It actually gets way more complicated than that. There's probably infinite inversions, but the main ones I understand through like arpeggios. So like this is like the C major. There's like the 3 C major arpeggios that I do. Like that's one of them, right? That's like one inversion of like how a C major can be played on the fretboard, and then you have this one. And then what's the next one? No, is it that one? Let's see, where's the next one? And then there's this third one. Here we go. Right, so those are like your 3 inversions as like arpeggios, essentially. And then you kind of know where all those notes are. I mean, I don't really fully understand anything on the guitar, but that's how I started to understand inversions, is that there are 3 main inversions, 3 main orientations of the notes in the major chords, 3 main ones at least. And that's how I visualize them. Anyhow, I don't know if that helps at all, but you know. Anyhow, I shouldn't practice that right now. I should practice these other scales. Because I can't easily transpose that yet, but I'll get there. I'll get there. Is that all theory? You know, like, that's something I'm confused about. Like, I thought I didn't know any theory, but is what I just said theory? Like, is that supposed to be theory? I didn't know that that's what theory was. I thought theory was something like, you know, if you play this note, then this note has to come next. I thought that's what theory was. I thought theory was more complicated. So that is all theory. Inversions and stuff, that's all theory. I didn't know that. I had no idea. I thought that was just normal stuff. I didn't know that. I didn't know scales and triads were what theory are. I thought there was more to theory. I thought it was more complicated than what I was doing. Well, what I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't have a teacher, so. Yeah, I had no idea. It's just, you know, it sounds good together, therefore it works. I didn't know that's what theory was. I thought theory was... There's got to be more complex theory that I don't know about. There's got to be. Definitely has to be. Ow, my leg. That hurt. When you started using the French terms You crept into the academic side. French terms. Is an arpeggio a French term? Arpeggio, modes, is so Ionian, all that stuff. Dorian, all that. I didn't know that. That's funny. I have no idea. Well, that's not true. A lot of people can play Bach and Mozart and they have no idea about any theory. I don't know, like being able to read tabs or read a music sheet doesn't necessarily mean you understand theory. How do I know that? Because I was in band when I was in middle school and high school, and I played a trumpet, and I played plenty of songs on that trumpet, but I had no idea what I was doing. Played plenty of songs with my band as a kid. Didn't know a lick of theory though. Right, they know theory. They know they sort of do, but they don't know what it's called. Theory is literally just, you're right. Theory is just using the words to describe what you can already do on the instrument. So yeah, you're very right. Theory is just a way of explaining how you play an instrument. The best way that we can communicate or transmit the information. It's theory. How funny is that? Because, I mean, the original musicians, I mean, when there was first music, there was no such thing as theory, right? It was just like, they had an instrument and they played it, and it sounded good somehow, and then people do it. Nobody knows what anything is until they hear it and they're like, oh, that's different. Yeah. It's, you know, you take a seventh chord and there's one variation of a seventh chord that sounds extremely tense. And after you play it, it wants to resolve to one of the major seven chords, or a major chord. One of them to release tension, which is, yeah. Dominants are fun chords. to you feeling great. Hey there, Nihar. How you doing, man? How you doing? Hey there, Naomi. How you doing? C to C major 7 to C7 to C major 7. Is that just from the same position, just distorting the same C major chord into a C major 7 and then do a C7, then do back to a C major 7? Basic C shape, turning it into a C major 7, and then to a C7. Yeah, I haven't done much of that yet, because I stay in the same diatonic key, and turning a C major 7 to a C7 is going out of diatonic key, so I haven't practiced anything like that. Let's see, so what is this anyhow? That was a 1, 3, 5, 1. So yeah, this would be a C major, C major 7, right? But to go to a C7 is a dominant 7. Right? So how I don't that's where I get lost, is how to turn this into a dominant C7. Because diatonic means staying in, because when you go from a C major 7 to a C7, you're technically adding flats and sharps into the scale to alter the chord into a different chord. So diatonic key means I'm staying within the key. I'm not doing any flats and sharps anywhere. Anyhow, a C is to make pinky to 1 string down for the dominant on the D string. I'm just, hold on. So a dominant. I'm confusing myself. Yeah. What's the dominant shape? Let's do this would be like a bar chord, wouldn't it? No, that wouldn't be a bar chord. That would be different. Yeah, I need more work with stuff like this. Drop the 8 to a 7, sure. Get that. How do you make a dominant 7 out of this? Would it be this? Here we go, this is a D7. That was pretty though. Yeah, that was nice. I like that. That was good. I like that progression. It's Kiss Me by Sixpence. I doubt the way I played it was, but it was very pretty. It was very pretty. What did I add in here? What is this chord? This is a 1-3-5. And it's a minor, so I added a G, A, B, C, D, E. I added an F chord? Yeah, I added an F. Yeah, I added an F chord, but it was basically the same thing. Basically the same thing. It reminds me of maybe like this G major sort of thing that I do. Maybe not exactly. Anyhow. Was that in the key of C? The key of C? I do know, well actually I didn't know that. Well I do, because C, D, E, F, right? C, D, E, F. So I essentially just like rotated around the key of C a little bit. I stayed in C, the tonal center, by doing C major 7, C dominant 7, and then I went to the 4 chord, F, and then I walked it back to C. Right, so that's essentially what I did. I like doing stuff like that with like a bar chord, like you can. It's not as good though. I'm just playing around now. Anyways. What I really like to do is take 2 notes at a time. I like to take 2 notes at a time and just kind of sit in one spot and go. I'm gonna move it up. Stuff like that's really fun. Stuff like that is really fun. but it's more random and it's more exploratory, so I like to keep things structured for the most part. That's funny. That's how he puts his suggestion. Hey, if I don't need to play it like the song, then you know, it is what it is. You can sneak a you can sneak a request in on me like that, I'm sure. Yeah, that's why it's fun to know scale, because it's like essentially what I'm doing. You know how I put on a drone and I play over the drone like this? So there's the drone. All that drone is this note, right? So let's turn off the drone. Oops. Oops. The drone, okay. Now you can do it like this. I can't really transpose this, but you can kind of do it like that. And G is your one chord, right? So we'll stay in this key of G, right? G is your one chord. And then you can go to your four chord, which is the C. You can even go to the D. There's your chord. Your chord change is like the drone, right? It's no different than doing like a G to a C to a D and back to a G. But instead of doing the bar chord, you can add melody to it. Stuff like that. You can do whatever you want, really. G, yeah, you could do that. You could do G to A. You can do it like that. I don't like how that sounds as much for some reason. You can do whatever you want. You can do that with any sort of chord progression. You can do a, what's it called? Like a 2-5-1? Is that what it is? Is that what the chord progression is? The best way you can do it is just like transpose the same, I don't know, transpose the same like interval movements, but in the relative mode, right? I don't know, like I can start with this fourth, right? Fourth to fifth to third. Let's do that. And then fourth to fifth. It doesn't sound as good, but you know, you can do it like that. Fourth to fifth to... doing that. If you structure it too much, it doesn't sound as good for some reason. Yeah, I don't know that stuff yet. I don't know that side of theory. See, that's how I know there's more in theory that I have to learn. I don't know what chord progression aligns with what tonal center. Like, right now, if you told, I don't know, I'd have to play it, you'd have to put it on a backing track, and I'd have to figure it out myself. So, yeah, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. But, I'm working with drones first. I want to know tonal centers like that first. I do know that. I know that. I'm not there yet, though. Because, like, I still haven't, like, I haven't done this yet, which is, like, which I want to do this first, which is, like, I have only been doing major, right? So, what if I want to do, like, Lydian, right? So, I haven't practiced, like, doing a C drone, right, with the G major scale. You do C drone. And then play the G major scale over it so I can hear what Lydian sounds like. I haven't done that with, and I don't know what Dorian sounds like. I kind of want to know what that sounds like. I've never even tried Dorian. Let's try Dorian. Oh, it's way darker, that one. It's way darker. Yeah, I got a lot of work to do. I'll see you another time, Mihar. I'll see you another time, man. Thanks for listening in. Dorian's interesting. Oh, good morning, Ben. I think I missed your comment. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, I have a lot of modes to try. Maybe I should start doing other modes. Like if start the C scale on the 6th note, which is A minor. That's the relative minor of C. Wait, hold on. If you start the C scale on the 6th note, which is A minor. Well, sure, that's one way of playing it, but I found that, like, just because I play, so say I'm in the C major scale, so C, D, E, F, G, so the A, so if I'm in the C major scale, that would be on A, right, which would be, that's Lydian. I don't think this sounds as much as major, I mean minor. Like I don't feel like playing a scale and just centering around a note sounds as much of a, it doesn't sound like the mode to me. Like unless I literally have a drone or backing track and then figure out what it sounds like. Because, you know, let's just do it with G real quick because it's easier. Like, this is minor. Just center around the E's, right? Any of the E's. That was the wrong scale. I don't know, that just doesn't sound as minor to me or as modal to me as when I hear it like this. And then after I know how it sounds, then I can play it. I don't know if that makes any sense. Oh, what'd I miss? A minor scale is relative minor of C major. Oh. I thought you were trying to tell me how to play it. Yes, true. I just haven't felt like playing a scale without like hearing it sounds like them. I don't know, maybe that's just me in my head. Maybe I'm just being ignorant or something. Like, I don't know. Like the F sharp Locrian scale. I don't know, I just don't feel like this is an F sharp Locrian. I don't feel the tension. But maybe it is. Maybe it is the F sharp Locrian scale. Maybe it is how it feels, but I don't feel the tension when I play it like that. Anyhow, I should probably keep playing that A major scale. Oh, I already deleted the A drone. Wait, no. I put it back. That's the A drone, right? Yeah, it is. Perfect. Welcome back, Tiff. Welcome back. It's good to know for switching songs or combining C major. Yes, true. I'm working on just knowing each key as well as I know G major as of right now, because I agree. Just play what sounds good. That's what you gotta do. Let's see. My iPad's about to die. Yeah, the most important thing is just to play what sounds good. Have a good one, man. I appreciate you listening in. take this shirt off. I'm gonna go for another 10 minutes or so. TikTok stream. It is very peaceful. There's something about playing over a drone note that is ridiculously peaceful. I don't know what it is. It's the best way to do scale practice, if you ask me. The best way. want to. My goal is to be able to do all these practice exercises unconsciously. I want to be able to do this without thinking about it. I want to be able to keep playing and talk to people at the same time. If I need to, you know. That's awesome. I hope you're enjoying cooking, my friend. Even though you don't usually. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you are. don't really know Seven Nation Army. I haven't learned any of their songs. Sorry about that. What song is this? This is a scale practice. I call it A major scale practice. That's what it's called. I don't know what that is. If it's a band, Ghost. Oh, Ghost. Is that a band? I'm sorry, I haven't learned anybody's songs yet. I've only learned a couple. Play any songs. This is a song, man. It's the song from the soul. Has no beginning, has no end, has no structure. I think that's how all music should be. I don't know that song, man. I'm sorry. You're still there. puts you in that sort of a state. I'm really glad. That's the goal. That is the goal here. Hey Maui, hopefully you're having a beautiful day. I think it's time for me to take a break though. I think it's time for me to take a break. Been going 3 hours, I think. Ah, slow progress. Slow but sure progress. Anyhow. I don't think there's anyone on my TikTok, so have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful day. I'm sorry if there is someone there. Oh, I guess I'm not, because I did still say to have a beautiful day, so goodbye. You're welcome, my friend. You're very welcome. Have a beautiful day, my friend. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you another time. Peace out, everybody.